Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. As usual, time for some Zenkai's. It is that time of the week. And today we got Kale alongside an EX Android 17. Super curious what they're going to do with that guy, considering that guy would need to be blessed by Jesus himself to actually be good. That guy has one passive and the most garbage stats of all time. So, curious to see what they're actually going to do with him. He would need a giant buff to actually be worth it. But let's find out and see if Kale is actually worth it. A long time ago, I remember talking about how her Zenkai Awakening would actually be pretty damn cool because she has some card destruction. It was really solid disrupt a long time ago. So, Zenkai, what? Damn, that's some really high defensive stats. Her offensive stats are actually not that bad either for a defense unit. That's pretty damn high. Let's go ahead and see her main ability. Uncontrollable power. Applies the following effects to self. 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts after enemy attack is over. And the enemy takes 10% additional damage for every time this character uses a card. With the Zenkai, it looks like she restores 50 ki. 15% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. And the enemy takes 15% extra damage every time Kale uses a card. Okay, just a little bit of a buff there. Now before, Intimidate, sustain blast damage up. If she shows up, then they're going to take 20% extra blast damage. And then her cover, her forte, kill 2 cards, and she deals 30% extra damage with a +2 to own sub count. She didn't really have much, so let's see what they did. First passive, Berserker Intimidation. Following effects occur when she shows up on the field. Store 30 ki. Enemy takes 30% more blast damage. Okay, big debuff. Buff. Her cover now changed to the following effects occur when she changes cover. Randomly destroy 2 enemy cards, reduce damage received by 20% until combo ends. It's really good. 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts when activated. So those are pretty good buffs. Really high stats, 20% reduced damage received, pretty good. Third passive, Unstoppable Rampage. Applies the following effects to self after the enemy attack is over. So building off of her Disrupt. She restores 30 ki, 30% to the next art's damage inflicted, and she gets level 1 card draw speed. That's a little bit disappointing. Only 1 card. I don't know why we gotta do, you know, the EX Yellow Broly-like thing with this green card here, but it is what it is. It's nice to see her get some card draw speed. A shame that it's tied to that, but then again, enemy attack is over also counts for tap attacks, hence why the blue Super Saiyan 2 Trunks I got a Zenkai Awakening a while ago was pretty good just because you kept stacking up card draw speed for all those tap attacks that you took. So this could be pretty good, except for the part where they kind of stopped the stacking right there. But the card draw speed can be stacked. Her fourth passive, True Power Unleashed. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the field if there is a girl or rival universe battle member other than herself. 70% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 15%, and -10 to blast arts cost. Holy crap. This is the highest damage inflicted buff I've ever seen out of a Zenkai. I think she has the highest one. So what do we have now? She gets 30% for showing up on the field when changing cover. She gets 30% extra damage to the next arts card when the combo ends. And she has 70% damage inflicted. That's pretty good. That adds up to quite a bit of damage. Not gonna lie though, I would have preferred if they did a little bit more for her cover change, just because in her meta, taking away 2 cards, that's probably a big issue. But now we got everyone has, you know, level 50 card draw speed. Everyone draws a card when they show up on the field. Everyone gets a rush in like 5 seconds. Not gonna lie, it would have been nice if she had endurance. I think that would have been great. But it's not to say that the Zenkai is not strong at all. This is pretty good. I think she'll look a little bit stronger for sure. Strike and Blast are the same. Her blue card is still Major Impact, which is disappointing. Inflict the enemy with a +5 sub count debuff. That didn't exist before, now did it? Oh, it did. Now it's only 20 timer counts. Green card, restore ki by 15% with a 20% to damage inflicted buff. That'd be pretty good, actually. If you stacked her with a unit like Yajirobe as the leader, healing 15% is actually quite a lot. So maybe that could be something fun to try. Zenkai ability increases the following stats of characters that are both red and rival universe. I think it would have been nice if No, you know what? Rival Universe is probably a more widespread tag. It's just a shame that her Z ability is Girls or Universe 6. So, oh well, pretty good. We'll take it for what it is. I think she definitely looks far more impressive. We'll have to see how she fares in the actual fight. The one that I'm actually curious about is this dude. Yeah, like I said before, this guy sucks. So I'm curious to see what kind of giant buff they gave him. Wow, that's actually not that bad. Before, his stats were pitiful. So this is a pretty big jump. He would be a story Zenkai, so we'll have to see how this goes. Before, main ability gave him 60 ki. He had one passive, you know, reduce 20% damage, 20% to strike damage inflicted, and 3 sub count. Oh, so great. Let's see what it is now. Main ability, now he draws a strike card, restore 25% of his health, and 60 ki. Cancel own attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions. Already off to a good start. First passive, reduces damage received by 30% until the... when changing cover, and a plus 30% to strike damage buff for 15 timer counts when activated. His next passive, might as well enjoy the trip. Applies the formal effects to the enemy. Every time his own attack is evaded with advantage step, reduces 25 ki, randomly destroys a card. So kind of similar to the 8 Vegeta. 8 Vegeta does the same thing. You dodge him, or was it swap a character? It's one of those two. You lose 25 ki, and that does catch people off guard. I'm guilty of getting caught off guard with that one. Third passive, escalating threat, applies the following effects to self depending on the number of timer counts elapsed from the battle start. 15 timer counts into the fight, 30% to damage inflicted, minus 3 to strike arts cost, but up to when it's now 30 timer counts, will now be all the way to 50% to damage inflicted with a minus 3 to strike arts cost. So that's actually not bad. He's probably going to look a little good. We're playing a game. Fourth passive, applies the following effects to self when this character enters the field. Plus 70 to damage inflicted. What? 70% to damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 30% with card draw speed. What the hell? Damn. Wow, Jesus may have actually buffed this dude. That's insane. What? 30 timer counts in. This guy is going to be having 120% damage inflicted. He's going to have up to, 60% reduced damage received if he comes in on cover. And he has card draw speed. Damn, that's pretty good. Wow. Stats may be holding him back a little teeny bit, but wow, he might actually look pretty good. Standard Strike and Blast, Major Impact, 15% extra damage, that's always great. Green card, 30 ki, 20% more strike damage. Really nice. And Zenkai ability is red. And tag Android. Hey, look at that. It's not restricted to just being a EX character. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now paired alongside this, we got a new summon banner. This is the biggest bait of all time. Remember back when we did that Twitter poll for the LFs that we want to have summoned? Well, here's the results of that. Now we got a banner where steps 3, 6, 9 will guarantee you one LF character. And there's a lot of good ones here. We're looking at, Future Gohan, one of the best in the game. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, easily one of the best in the game. Rose, who's still pretty good. And Vegeta. So, I don't know. I think this is a gigantic bait banner. Battle Hour is not too long from now, and I suspect we're going to see an LF there. This looks like the kind of thing that would try to grab your Chrono Crystals. So, I don't know. Maybe hold off a bit. It does look like it ends, in March. So, you got time. I don't think it's worth jumping the gun just yet. Wait until Battle Hour's finished. But, I don't know. Looking pretty good. Now, in terms of equipment, we got, not that one, we got this. Strike Defense, Special Move, Blast Attack, that's always great. What's funny though is this also gives us an awakened version of it. Up to 20% to Strike Defense, up to 12.5% Special Move, and up to 18% to both Strike and Blast. Android plus Red, you know who that's going to, this bad boy right here. Pretty good equipment. All in all though, pretty standard stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Kale looks much better. Android 17 was blessed by some other world deity here because that guy got a significant buff. And I almost forgot about this equip here. Whoops. It looks like we got a new Android EX equipment right here. So up to 20% strike defense, strike attack, a blast attack, and another up to 20% pure strike attack for 80 timer counts. This is interesting. I don't think we've done an equipment like this before. But pure strike attack, 20% up to 80 timer counts. So that EX Android 17 his Zenkai is looking a little bit more interesting between the equipment that they've given him and the stats and the Zenkai abilities that he has. He might actually look pretty good. Remember that EX red characters have access to a pretty nice equip that's giving him a whole range of different buffs, so maybe he's going to look pretty good. We'll have to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how well they all fare into the battlefield. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be on the lookout for those showcases, and until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. Peace.